Hey everyone, as promised, this is the first episode for my weekly vlog. As I said in my announcement, every week, every Friday, I will release my quick resume, 2 3 minutes about a chapter of a book. So, without without keeping you waiting, I'm going to talk about a book called The Richest Man in Babylon. I have the French version here. So, this is the French version, L'homme le plus riche de Babylone, The Richest Man in Babylon by George Samuel Clayson. This is really one of the book that you need to read if you want to know how to manage money. Um, Basically, in the first chapter, what it is basically it gives you an idea what Babylon is. Babylon is a city that doesn't exist anymore, sadly. It existed 8,000 years ago, so a little time ago, we can say. So 8,000 years ago, it existed. It is known as one of the first city where, if not all, most of people who were living there were managing their money really, really well, which is rare if we think about it right now in 2018. There's a lot of talking that the richest get richer, the poor get poorer. Well, if you don't want to remain poor, this is a book that you have to read. And what's cool with this book is that it not only helps you with money, but you can apply this to other things as well. So, Babylon, like I said, 8,000 years ago, doesn't exist anymore. It was known as a city where, if not all, most of the people who were living there were handling their money really well. It is also known as one of the city that used one of the best example how the human beings were able to use whatever were around them to have a better life. Not only a better life, to not only to survive, but to have a really financial good life. So, it was a city that was also known as about the agriculture. They were able to make plants, fruit, vegetable, you name it, grow. And what if, after naming you all of that, you might think, well, this is the perfect city. Well, it was a city that was in an area where it is really hot, extremely hot and dry, in a desert area. And you'd say, well, it is known for the agriculture, the desert area. You know, the human beings, the Babylonians, were known as using the water, the river that was around it. They built. It is one of the first example of the how human being came to put their mind together to create the irrigation system. Basically, they use tunnels to bring the water from those rivers all the way to the city, and the ground had some of the food that plants needed to grow. Obviously, as I said, it was really hot, so the sun was there. So they just were able to bring water and to be able to make things grow. So far from being perfect, they used whatever was around them to for incredible life. It is also known as one of the first place where the Babylonians created money, basically, so people could trade things. So a lot of the things that they were using 8,000 years ago over there, we are still using as we speak in 2018. So it is really amazing to know that that came from Babylon. So it is a perfect example that not only in money but in everything, you don't need to have all the skills, all the knowledge. You learn more things, you use what you have, and you improve things, and you're able to achieve a lot of things. So that's just the first chapter. That's my thought from the first chapter. So can't wait to continue. So we'll see each other next week. And until then, bye.